These are my 3 custom-made Ewok battle wagons. They are not true battle wagons from the 85 Ewoks. It is a mixed match of original parts and 3D printed parts and Robin Hood from 1991 battle wagon. As you can see the drums, I'm going to zoom in here. And as you can see the drums are one in the middle. I customized it because it looks just like the brown ones. The brown ones had a like a brown with a metal, probably like metal rivet around the edges of it, the battering ram. And then you slip over here, and as you can see, I grinded all that off. I grinded all the bolts and all that stuff off there, and I added a little hot glue and made the like stitches and seams and stuff. I used a grinder, a drilling tool to take off all the stuff I don't want. I could have bought some reproduction one, but I didn't want to pay more money and I had to, so I just took the time to grind it off and make my own. Of course, over here there is another one that's the same. They're both going to get the same treatment as this one here to match. And now, cranking back out here, each one has a original cage. And no, they were not cheap. Some a little higher, some a little lower in price, depending on the seller. I got them off eBay. Some parts, like I said, are original parts, and some parts are not. But I would never pass these off as originals. I would, if I ever sold 1 or 2 of them, which I want to keep one for myself because I want to keep it for just basically room display. I have an original one in the box. It's a reproduction box, but I do have an original one, completely original, in the box. The skulls, tusk, I'll zoom up there. They are 3D printed. Really nice. Got those off eBay. The tusk and the skull came together. I got those off of eBay. I do a lot of shopping on eBay and stuff, and wherever I can find who's got the talent to do it, I buy it if I can afford it. So I'll be switching to the back of I'll be concentrating on this wagon right here because I want to show you a couple of small, tiny, one tiny little modification I made with the front bridge that lowers and raises. I'll show you the little minor change I made on that. Now here at the rear of the wagon, from behind, I wanted to show you something. I made a small modification. I thought the way they had the pulley for the gate, the bridge gate in the front that would like lower and raise, I thought it was just awkward. So what I did is I took and I'm going to zoom in on it here. And what I did is see that little hole there? I took that little hole and I drilled that little hole there. And so it would feed through just like the backside where I pick up the cage and lower the cage. Well, this here is a lot more sufficient to work. I mean, since they're modified, not original anyway, I can pretty much do what the hell I want. So, and I'm going to go over here to the second one. You can see that what I did to the rope is I put like little green things on it, like little vines, to make it look more kind of a wilderness, kind of a woodland-like. And it's just to kind of give it that little feel of what Ewoks the greenery and stuff. They would use vines, and this is like vines. And then of course right here, check this out. This, I'm going to see if I can reach down there and back up here a little bit. And that is my homemade hook. I made that hook. I couldn't get my hands on an original. I tried everything for like the last over almost 2 years trying to get my hands on an original hook. And I think I did find one on eBay, and they wanted like $150 for it. I was like, I am not paying no, $150 for a little tiny hook, And I kept hoping that someone would come up with a real nice 3D printed one, but and the one had never emerged, so I decided to make my own. And all the ladders, back it up here some more. All the ladders are from the Robin Hood wagons. I paint them brown. They'll all be painted brown to match, so that way it doesn't look out of place or anything. And the drum is 3D printed. This is the only one 3D printed. The other two are from the battle wagons of Robin Hood, 1991 Kenner. They sold it to me, and the 3D print was very poor on it. I was like, I really didn't leave any kind of complaint on it or nothing. I didn't comment at all. I just basically just accepted it, and I said I'll make the repairs myself. So I have to do some molding, and make a mold for a top of it. But it's not even near, like, comparing it to the other ones from Robin Hood, it's not even close. But it does fit. It does serve a purpose. But the skulls are just really, really nice. But this doesn't make sense. I mean, the person did such a nice job. It's the same thing that the drum come from. Skulls came from too, and it's us. But for some reason, when it came to the drum, I don't know, cheaped it or something. But anyway, this is basically, and the platforms, the top platform and the bottom platform are, on all the wagons, are original. I got lucky and I picked up a piece here. I picked up a piece there. I got 15, 20 bucks here, 15 bucks there. And people were selling the bottoms and the tops, and I just slowly built these dang things like a Frankenstein wagon, So it just really came together nice, and I'm really pleased with all three of them. When I get done with them, you're not really going to tell them from a distance if they're original or not, but that's not the point. The point is, this is just like a person who could not really afford to buy or spend a lot of money for a brand, like an original one, which is very expensive. A person bought this off me, they would get it for near the half price. And, but I'm not in no big hurry to sell them right now. I'm enjoying them. So in the comments, don't leave anything about wanting to buy one, because I'm not going to be selling them at this point, sorry. But later on, I may decide to let them go. Anyway, I'd like to thank you viewers tuning in on this here video to watch the video on these here customized Ewok battle wagons. I know a lot of you disapprove Star Wars collectors, and then some people who cannot afford the real thing, they will definitely approve. And I don't care about comments. So for the people who are Star Wars purists, I am not a Star Wars purist. I will collect reproduction, 3D printed, customized, you name it. I collect it. Original, mainly vintage. I like a lot of vintage. As much as I can get my hands on is vintage, the real stuff, the original stuff. But I also like to do stuff like this. I like to be creative and build stuff. When you get my age, you gotta have a hobby to do something. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Check out my other videos. It's not all going to be on Star Wars. It's going to be on other topics. That's this and that videos, and that's what it means. This and that videos means it's going to be on all kinds of topics. So, just, I guess, hit like, subscribe if you want to, and catch you later.